This is day 179 of Storm Experiment. No seed oils, no meat, no animal food products, no highly processed foods, barefoot, walking the jungle, and exercise. so, yeah, I'm so thankful to God, man. I felt his voice early today, this morning, and he was talking to me, and I think it was around 5 a.m. or something. Like, I heard the alarm, then and I just heard that he was telling me, like, he was telling me that, you know, uh, that everything that has happened in my life, it's for a reason, and he clarified all the things that had happened to me, and why, even if some of them were, like, really bad things that happened, but then it was all for a purpose, because he was getting me ready for this, for the for the life ahead. And I'm just so happy. I was thinking, and I realized, I understood, like, what was the meaning of it all. All these things that I had to go through, the sufferings, the pain, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm so excited. And I proceeded to talk with him, and just thanking him for, because lately I have been feeling like, feeling a little bit down, because you always feel this way when, especially when it comes to your career, when you're getting less work, and you begin to think about the future. You begin to worry and all these things. Fear tries to creep in inside of you, but then God won't allow that to happen, because God has always said that I have given you a spirit of fear, or I have given you a spirit of power and not of fear. So that's why, when we come to a point in life where we feel really low, and we feel weak, that is where God's power, it shines. It was just like, it made me realize, that God has given us so much more than we think. We don't have to compare ourselves with, people who have everything in this world, because deep inside, there's a big void that they cannot fill. So even Jesus, he did not have anything, man. When he came into this world, he didn't seek out for worldly pleasures, worldly treasures, or worldly things, for money or for status or for all these uh, meaningless things, right? Meaningless. They are just like man-made. They are not God-made. They are just man-made. And he just came and ruled this world, with all the natural things in this world. The sea, the sun, the wind, the air, the mountains, the birds, the fishes. Man, he is the king. He's the ruler of this world, man. He won't be needing all these materialistic, meaningless, small things that human make. Like money, like status, like all this crap. So that is why, I feel so honored. I feel so privileged. Like, God is not allowing me to have all these things. It's because He wants me to rule, you know, by the side of Jesus. And man, the way God has prepared me, it's like I cannot even tell you. Like, I think I'm one of the few human beings who have learned to master, the cravings, the addictions, the food addictions. You know, whatever the world thinks like it's delicious, it's tasty and stuff, it's all like, it's all messed up. Actually, it's all filled with chemicals and preservatives and additives. They're all done like, to control your tongue, to control your cravings, to control your mind, so that you will keep on spending money on these products, and you'll keep on feeding their greed. But then, no matter how much money they earn, no matter how much profit they make, they will never be satisfied. The void will get bigger and bigger inside of them. That emptiness will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and until one day, they'll fall inside their own void, man. They'll fall inside of their own emptiness. So be thankful to God for what He has given you. You know, I'm so thankful, man. I mean, what God has given me, it's like beyond human understanding. I realize that it's such a, it's such a terrific thing. Even though if nobody resonates with me, because they are still controlled by companies who program, who make these products that control their taste buds, that control their eyes, that control their ears. But then we should be thankful to God that some of us, chosen few, like, special ones, that God has chosen, even though if we have nothing, in this world, no status quo, no money, no fame, it's, but still, like, we share in the life of Jesus. The way He lived in this earth. He never lived in luxury or anything. He was there with the broken man. He was there with people who were sick, people, who knew that they are sinners, who knew that they are broken, and who knew that, they need fixing. He was with all these people that were like, they were outcasts, like, they were like casted out by society, not acceptable in society. He was with all of these people. So imagine, like, that is what it is to share in the glory of God, because God gave us this Garden of Eden, the earth, but then many, they misused all the resources for their own greed. I mean, what is the point, man? Even if they have everything, okay, all the resources of the earth, everything, they think that they may have all of it, but then, just in 1 second, God will take it all away from them. I mean, they don't even have control over life and death, and yet they still think that, they can control what they can decide to have in this world. So that's really weird. And God will be giving His inheritance to those, whom you even did not like think, would be inheriting all of God's kingdom, all of God's uh, treasures, right? So we should count in all joy when we share in the suffering of Jesus, And I also realized that religion, you know, like Christianity, rebranded, they rebranded uh, Jesus by creating this word Christian, you know. So just for them to be able to lure in people by using Jesus for their own profit, and they continue to live, you know, their lives looking like pagans. They have high status in the church, and they're getting a lot of money, a lot of offerings from the people. Brainwashing people by rebranding Jesus. You know, using all these symbols like the cross, and that is how they are misusing. They have always been misusing Jesus, and they keep on misusing Jesus. And Jesus never meant for it to be this way. That's why even in today's day and age, he's seeking for the ones who are not accepted by society, for those who don't follow the church and the rules of the church or whatever. He's still seeking the broken, the sick, the sinners, and that is how it's going to be. So this is an important moment in your life. You have to decide. You have to ask for God's wisdom to open your eyes, to open your mind, to think, to see the world for what it truly is, and to make this decision whether which version of Jesus you want to follow. The version that the church and religion they have painted, that they have rebranded, or the real, original, true version, true Jesus. So yeah, if you're seeing this, then God loves you, and He wanted you to see this. So yeah, so I think that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for being with me on this journey. Amazing journey. God is so good, and keep taking care of yourself. Eat clean. Uh, Enjoy your movements, and take rest, and do it all for the glory of God. Okay, so I'll be seeing you back again tomorrow. Bye bye.